Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are looking at a modern engineering marvel that literally towers over everything humanity has ever built. I mean, picture standing in front of a monument so incredibly colossal that it just dominates the landscape for miles around, proudly representing the history of an entire nation. We're heading over to the banks of the Narmada River in Gujarat, India, to check out a structure that absolutely redefines what's architecturally possible.
To really wrap your head around this massive achievement, we're talking about a jaw-dropping height of 182 meters. That is roughly 597 feet. Imagine taking a 60-story modern skyscraper and plunking it right down in the middle of a river valley. The scale for a freestanding sculpture here is it's totally unprecedented.
So, how do you even begin to engineer the tallest statue in human history? Well, let's dive right in and uncover exactly what it takes to design, build, and frankly defend a structure of this staggering magnitude. We're going to break down the wild logistics, the mountains of material, and the history that drove a project of this size.
First up, the Iron Man's legacy.
Before we get into the millions of pounds of metal and concrete, we really need to understand the historical stakes here and the man this colossal monument actually honors. We're talking about Vallabhbhai Patel. He was an absolutely crucial independence leader, rightfully known as the Iron Man of India. Why? Because back in 1947, he had the monumental task of uniting over 560 totally distinct princely states into one single cohesive nation. That massive effort to unify a newly independent India is exactly why he was chosen as the ultimate symbol of national unity.
And going from a bold ambition to a completed reality happened at breakneck speed. First proposed in 2010 by then Chief Minister Narendra Modi, construction officially kicked off in 2013. Taking something from a mere concept to the tallest statue on Earth by October 31, 2018, that is a massive logistical triumph in its own right. Just 8 years to engineer a literal world wonder.
Moving right along to our next section, record-breaking dimensions.
The sheer physical reality we're dealing with here is staggering. Let's compare it. You know the Statue of Liberty in the US, right? That iconic giant sits at 93 meters. Or take China's Spring Temple Buddha at 128 meters. The Statue of Unity absolutely towers above them both at 182 meters. It's basically twice as tall as Lady Liberty and completely dwarfs the Spring Temple Buddha by more than 50 meters. Seeing these feats of engineering side by side really hits home how much this structure pushed the boundaries of what we thought was possible.
Next up, engineering the impossible.
To bring renowned sculptor Ram V. Sudar's incredible design to life on Sadhu Bet Island, which is right in the middle of a river, by the way, engineers had to pull off a mind-boggling logistical operation. It took an army. We're talking over 3,000 workers and 250 engineers working in perfect tandem. They used more than 210,000 cubic meters of concrete and thousands of tons of structural steel. And for the outside, nearly 1,700 tons of bronze cladding, made up of thousands of perfectly shaped panels to capture Patel's exact likeness. This wasn't just an art project, it was one of the most complex civil engineering undertakings of the entire 21st century.
But here is my absolute favorite part. There's this profound human element embedded right into all that metal. During construction, a nationwide campaign encouraged local farmers to donate their old, used agricultural tools. It was a way to symbolically contribute iron to the monument. So, the Iron Man of India was quite literally built with the help of the working people of India. It's just a brilliant way to connect the population directly to the very fabric of the statue. Of course, building it is only half the battle. Keeping it standing safely is the other. Nature does not mess around at 182 meters up in the air. You've got winds tearing through at 180 kilometers per hour, plus the very real risk of major earthquakes measuring up to 6.5 on the Richter scale. To counter that, engineers utilized an immense reinforced concrete core, all wrapped in a heavy structural steel framework. That inner fortress guarantees the monument has huge structural stability, all without compromising that elegant, detailed bronze exterior.
And get this, that massive concrete core isn't just for holding the thing up. It actually houses high-speed elevators. These take brave visitors straight up to a breathtaking observation deck situated exactly 153 meters in the sky. From up there, you get these sweeping, panoramic views of the entire surrounding river valley and the nearby Sardar Vallabhbhai Dam. It's an immersive experience that puts you literally inside the engineering marvel looking out at the world.
Finally, let's look at the modern impact. So, why go through all this incredible effort? Well, because since the statue opened back in 2018, it has fundamentally transformed the local landscape. We're seeing millions of visitors every single year, sparking a massive economic and tourism boom. It isn't just a standalone statue anymore. It's an entire ecosystem, complete with new gardens, museums, light shows, and nature parks. This massive influx has generated widespread employment and business growth throughout the region, really proving that monuments of this scale can act as incredibly powerful economic engines for a nation.
When we step back and look at this triumph of engineering, logistics, and history, it truly leaves us wondering, what impossible dream will human ambition turn into reality next? The Statue of Unity reminds us that human creativity, determination, and collaboration can transform even the boldest visions into a towering 182-meter reality. Thank you for joining me for this explainer. I hope you walk away with a totally new appreciation for this marvel, and I'll see you next time.